What's going on, everybody? So I got a quick video here to talk about the best ways to farm legendary items. The first way is going to be level 35 boss monster here that you can farm for high level loot. This is going to be the best way to get the highest quality gear in Diablo 4 beta at the current moment. At the same time, if you're looking for more legendary loots, you're going to want to prioritize dungeons that have kill the Animus carriers, because there's going to be a lot of elites in those dungeons. More specifically, there's one that I've been farming, but there's also a couple of others, so I'll give you examples of all these different, or both these different rather, methods. Now we're headed just west of Nostrava here, over to this cave looking area here, and what you're going to want to do is just head into this area and fight the Oscar Reed. It's actually quite a tough fight, so just keep that in mind. If you are alone, you might want to just make sure you're dodging all of the attacks so that you don't get one shot, because you will get one shot if you are not careful. So make sure that you're just kiting out his attacks, not getting hit by too many of them, and then bursting him down. If you have someone that is joining the area, or a new player, or some sort of player that wasn't in the area before, and you head over here, they will spawn the boss. Also, at the end of the boss, he releases big nukes that fly out of his body. Be sure to not stand on that, because you do get one shot. Now you can see here, because he is a level 35 monster, you can drop loot that's higher level than 25 for the beta. But if you're looking to get level 25 legendaries, this is going to be the best way, because any other elite monster can and will drop much lower level loot, and you don't necessarily want that. And the second method is to farm Animus Dungeons, which can be found throughout the world, but the one that I've been farming is Dead Man's Dredge. This is going to be a pretty straightforward one, because you don't have to do anything besides look for the Animus carriers and then free the prisoners. Now, I don't even necessarily free the prisoners all the time, because it takes some extra time. The key for these dungeons is that the Animus carriers are elites. So what you're going to do is you're going to skip the common monsters. You don't care about these. You can kill them, of course. Like for me on the wizard, I'll drop the Hydra and then let them kind of roast away. And you're going to head over to the Animus carriers, and then you're going to kill off the Animus carriers when you see them. And when you kill them, they have a very high chance of dropping legendaries comparatively to anything else in the game. So we're going to be just killing off, all the different elites. And again, you might get stuck behind a lot of the ghouls. So I recommend just going ahead and prioritizing all the Animus carriers. And, even better if you can go ahead and stack a couple on top of each other and AoE them down. But when you kill elites, they have a higher drop rate for legendary items compared to your normal mobs, which is why you want to focus these more so than your normal mobs. So we'll go through here, kill off this one, and I think you all get the point with the elite farming. Pretty self-explanatory. A lot of Diablo is just generally farming a ton. So this is going to be a pretty big one. And when you're running through here, you'll notice on top of the elites, you'll find shrines, which can be cursed shrines potentially, chests, which you're going to want to open, and also on top of all of that, you'll find some resplendent chests. Let me see if I can find one for you all here. If we just run through these guys, you'll see, again, there's a ton of elites just everywhere. There's a lost pack there. You're going to want to open that up. We'll kill off all these different elites here, just so that I could show you all what the power of farming this area is. I mean, there is just so many different elites in this area. There we go. And you'll see you can kill a ton of elites. You'll end up getting a ton of loot in this area, even if it's not legendary, which will give you a ton of gold. So if you head back to town, you're going to want to basically leave the dungeon before you head back to town, so you can reset the dungeon. If you just head straight to town, then you will not be able to reset the dungeon, and you're going to have to leave the dungeon and then head back to town with your town portal again. This way, you'll spawn your portal right here, and then you can reset the dungeon when teleporting back from the town. You'll find those resplendent chests. You'll find a ton of elites in that dungeon. And again, any different Animus carrying dungeon is going to be pretty good, because you're going to find a ton of elites there. So hopefully that helped. Those are going to be the two best methods that I've found to farm legendaries. Again, I typically prioritize the level 35 mob, because one, it's very simple. It's kind of AFK. You just sit there, wait for it to spawn, and then you kill it, and you're going to get the best quality loot. But if you're looking for just legendary aspects, the better way is to farm a ton of elites in a grouped area, and the Animus Dungeons are going to be the best way to do that. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like the video, sub to the channel, and I'm really excited to jump back into the game for the open beta because I've been missing Diablo 4 since the closed beta weekend, and I'll see you all then.